During a quiet late-night scroll, fans were hit with a headline that sent shockwaves across the entire love and hip-hop world. What started as whispers and screenshots quickly turned into a full-blown storm of speculation. Could it be true that Erica is pregnant, and that this news might destroy Yandy and Mendeecees' marriage? Social media exploded within minutes, with fans piecing together clues, analyzing cryptic captions, and sharing blurry screenshots that seemed to hint at something huge. Sources close to the situation claim that this isn't just gossip. There might be real tension brewing behind the scenes. Erica's recent live video added fuel to the fire when she mysteriously said, "Some secrets can't stay hidden forever." Those 7 words were enough to send the internet into meltdown mode. Now, all eyes are on Mendeecees. His silence has only made things worse, and Yandy's absence from recent events has sparked even more questions. Could this be the end of one of love and hip-hop's most iconic couples? Fans are shocked, emotions are running high, and the entire LHH family seems divided. Whatever the truth is, this scandal is just getting started, and it might change everything. The story began quietly, with just a few fans noticing subtle changes in how Mendeecees and Yandy were behaving online. People who had followed their love story for years could feel that something wasn't quite right. Yandy, who was once open and affectionate in her posts, had suddenly gone quiet. No more couple selfies, no heartfelt captions, and no family updates. Meanwhile, Mendeecees seemed distant, attending events alone, avoiding public comments about his marriage. The silence felt strange, especially for a couple that had built their brand on transparency and family unity. But when Erica's name started being mentioned alongside Mendeecees, the silence turned into speculation, and the speculation soon grew into chaos. Rumors first started when fans noticed that Erica and Mendeecees were seen at the same charity event in Atlanta, though they arrived separately. Someone snapped a blurry picture that showed them talking in a corner, their expressions serious, maybe even emotional. At first, no one thought much of it, until a few weeks later. Erica posted a mysterious caption that read, "Some blessings come with consequences." The internet erupted with theories, and within hours, people were connecting dots that may not have even existed. Yet one thing was clear: something was definitely going on behind the scenes. Insiders claimed that Mendeecees had been confiding in Erica for months, turning to her for advice about personal struggles he was facing with Yandy. They said what started as friendly support slowly grew into something deeper, something neither of them expected. Erica, according to one close source, became his peace when everything else felt like pressure. But the most shocking part came when whispers of a possible pregnancy began to circulate. At first, it was brushed off as another online exaggeration, until a well-known gossip account posted a cryptic tweet. "A love and hip-hop star is expecting, and the baby daddy is already taken." The fandom went wild trying to decode who it could be. But when Erica posted a selfie from what looked like a clinic waiting room, everything exploded. She didn't mention anything directly, but fans noticed her hand resting gently on her stomach, a soft smile on her face, and a caption that simply read, "Grateful for new beginnings." Thousands flooded the comments section, tagging Mendeecees and Yandy, demanding answers. Within hours, Tasha, known for her connections and her history of spilling insider tea, joined the conversation. She uploaded a video saying, "I've been quiet for too long, but since everyone's asking, yes, the rumors are true. Erica's pregnant and it's not who you think." The video didn't name names, but her tone said it all. Fans instantly linked her comments to Mendeecees, and chaos followed. The clip was shared, reposted, dissected, and turned into countless reaction videos. Meanwhile, Yandy tried to keep her composure. She posted a motivational quote about strength and forgiveness, but fans read between the lines. Her comments were flooded with sympathy, heartbreak emojis, and even anger. People wrote things like, "You deserve better," and "Don't let him break you." She didn't respond to any of them, but the silence said enough. Behind the scenes, insiders claimed that Yandy had confronted Mendeecees after the rumors reached her. One source said the conversation got heated, with Yandy asking directly, "Is there something you need to tell me?" To which Mendeecees reportedly replied, "You can't believe everything you see online." But even as he denied it, the tension in their marriage grew. Friends close to the couple said they were barely speaking at home. Mendeecees spent more time away, attending business meetings and staying out late. Yandy, on the other hand, poured her focus into her kids and her work, avoiding the noise but feeling the pressure mounting every day. Tasha wasn't done, though. She went live again, this time claiming she had receipts. She held up her phone, showing what she said were messages between Erica and Mendeecees, talking about our situation and next steps. She even hinted that she had voice notes, but was not ready to drop them yet. The internet went into complete meltdown. Hashtags started trending. Fan pages split into teams. Some defended Yandy. Others accused her of ignoring the truth, while a few insisted the whole thing was a setup. What made the situation worse was Mendeecees' decision to stay silent. His refusal to address the issue only made people believe the rumors more. Every time he posted something unrelated, fans flooded his comments with questions like, "Is it true?" And "Are you gonna be a dad again?" It became impossible for him to ignore. Even his friends were dragged into the mess, being tagged and questioned in every post they made. As the story continued to unfold, fans noticed another strange thing. Erica had stopped posting altogether. Her last picture remained the same one with the "Grateful for New Beginnings" caption. Her sudden disappearance only made people more curious. Some believed she was staying quiet because of a legal agreement, while others thought she was hiding because the situation had spiraled out of control. Whatever the truth was, everyone agreed on one thing. This wasn't just gossip anymore. This was a full-blown scandal that could tear families apart. Behind closed doors, things reportedly became unbearable for Yandy. She felt humiliated, betrayed, and unsure of who to trust. The people she thought were her friends were now talking behind her back, some siding with Tasha for attention, others staying silent to protect themselves. Even those close to her admitted she hadn't been herself lately. One friend shared, "She's strong, but this one broke her spirit a little. She's not just hurt, she's angry, confused, and trying to figure out what's real." But even amid all the chaos, some fans still refused to believe it. They argued that Tasha was just chasing clout, and that Erica was being dragged into something that wasn't her fault. The fan base was divided. Emotions were running high and everyone wanted answers. Yet no one expected how much bigger the storm was about to become. Days passed, but the drama refused to die down. Every hour brought new rumors, new reactions, and new theories that made the story even messier. Social media had turned into a battlefield, one side defending Yandy's dignity, and the other claiming Erica was being unfairly judged. Meanwhile, Tasha seemed to be enjoying the attention. She continued to drop hints and cryptic posts, each one more explosive than the last. In one of her lives, she smirked and said, "People keep calling me a liar, but when the truth comes out, don't say I didn't warn you." Her tone was calm, but her words hit hard. Within minutes, fans started demanding receipts, and that's when she did the unthinkable. She uploaded screenshots that looked like private messages between Mendeecees and Erica. The screenshots weren't crystal clear, but they were enough to cause chaos. In them, someone saved under the name M was asking, "Did you take the test yet?" Followed by Erica's reply, "Yeah, and I need to talk to you ASAP." Whether they were real or fake didn't matter. The internet believed them instantly. Fan pages started reposting the images, influencers jumped on the trend, and the story spread like wildfire. Within hours, gossip blogs and entertainment pages were publishing articles titled, "Love and Hip-Hop Shock. Erica's pregnancy rumors confirmed." Yandy's name was trending again, but this time it wasn't for her achievements. It was for heartbreak. Sources close to her claimed she broke down after seeing those messages. One insider said she kept asking, "Why would he do this to me after everything we've built?" She had stood by Mendeecees during his toughest moments, through legal battles, financial struggles, and public scrutiny. Now, it felt like the person she had fought for had turned his back on her in the most painful way possible. Friends tried to comfort her, but even they were struggling to make sense of the chaos. On the other side, Mendeecees finally decided to break his silence, but his approach only made things worse. Instead of a direct statement, he posted a photo of himself looking away from the camera, captioned, "Not everything you hear deserves a response." Fans flooded the comments section, calling him out for being vague and insensitive. One comment read, "Bro, this is your family falling apart, not a random rumor." Another said, "If it's not true, just say it. Your silence says everything." Erica, meanwhile, seemed to disappear completely. No posts, no stories, no lives, nothing. People started speculating that she might have gone into hiding, or that someone from production told her to stay quiet. A few fans even claimed they saw her at a clinic in New Jersey, wearing oversized clothes and a hat pulled low over her face. Though no photos surfaced, the rumor was enough to reignite the flames of speculation. Tasha, sensing the buzz dying down, came back stronger. She went live again and dropped what she called proof number 2. This time, it was an audio clip, a muffled conversation between two voices that sounded eerily similar to Mendeecees and Erica. In the clip, the male voice said, "We can't let anyone find out until it's confirmed," followed by the woman saying, "It's already confirmed and I'm scared." The internet exploded. Even though the clip was low quality, it was all fans needed to believe that everything was true. The words, "It's already confirmed," became a viral meme within hours. The reactions were divided but intense. One group of fans called for accountability, saying Mendeecees owed Yandy an explanation. Another group said the clip could have been faked. A few even accused Tasha of editing audio to frame the couple. But the damage was already done. The trust that once held the love and hip-hop family together was now completely shattered. In the middle of all this, Yandy stopped showing up for filming. Insiders said production was forced to reschedule several shoots because she wasn't emotionally ready. One crew member described her as quiet, distant, but determined not to let anyone see her cry. Even the producers were reportedly debating whether to air the storyline, fearing it might be too personal. But as always, drama sells, and this was the kind of scandal that could drive ratings through the roof. The pressure on Mendeecees intensified. A close friend revealed that he had been trying to reach Yandy to explain his side, but she wasn't answering his calls. Instead, she had packed a few things and taken the kids to stay with her sister. Fans who spotted her out in public said she looked strong but tired, as if she was carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, Tasha was facing backlash too. People started accusing her of going too far. Even some of her followers said, "This isn't your story to tell." But she defended herself, saying, "I didn't create this mess. I just told the truth." She insisted that she had been friends with both Erica and Mendeecees once, and that she was only exposing the truth because she couldn't stand to see Yandy being played. Whether her intentions were genuine or not, she had already set off a chain reaction that couldn't be stopped. Then came the most shocking twist yet, a leaked image that appeared to show a medical form with Erica's name on it. Though it wasn't verified, the image spread like wildfire. It listed a date, a clinic name blurred out, and a word at the top that read confirmation. The internet went insane. Even major gossip outlets picked it up, saying, "If this is real, it changes everything." Yandy's team quickly issued a short statement through a close friend, saying, "Yandy is focusing on her family and her well-being. She will not be commenting on rumors or speculation." It was calm, dignified, and measured. But to fans, it sounded like heartbreak. Mendeecees was now trapped in a storm of his own making. Every move he made was being watched, every post dissected. Friends said he was angry at Tasha for leaking private conversations. But some claimed that his anger was more about getting caught than being betrayed. The silence between him and Yandy had turned into a wall that no one could climb. As the days turned into weeks, people began to wonder what the truth really was. Was Erica truly pregnant? Or was this all an elaborate setup? Was Tasha telling the truth? Or was she manipulating everyone for views and clout? The lines between reality and rumor blurred completely. What started as whispers had now become a full-scale media frenzy, one that no one seemed to have control over anymore. As the whispers around Atlanta began to grow louder, Yandy could no longer ignore the tension that had crept into every corner of her life. The once unbreakable bond she shared with Mendeecees was beginning to feel fragile, like glass under pressure. Even their most private moments were haunted by questions she couldn't find the courage to ask. Every time her phone buzzed, Her heart raced, wondering if it was another rumor, another fan post, or another so-called insider claiming to know the truth about Erica and Mendeecees. The situation had become the talk of the town, spreading faster than wildfire. Social media was flooded with speculation, theories, and screenshots. Tasha's name was on everyone's lips. After all, she was the one who had allegedly leaked the story. It started with a cryptic post late one night. The truth always comes out, even if it's hidden under a pregnancy test. That one sentence sent fans into a frenzy. Within hours, blogs picked it up. Fans started tagging Erica and Mendeecees, and Yandy's phone didn't stop ringing. Yandy sat in her living room, scrolling through comments. Some fans defended her fiercely, saying she didn't deserve to go through this. Others speculated that maybe, just maybe, Mendeecees had found comfort elsewhere. Every comment felt like a knife twisting deeper. She wanted to scream, to tell everyone to stop. But the silence in her home felt even louder. Meanwhile, Erica was nowhere to be seen. She had gone completely silent online, deleting recent photos and disabling comments. That move only added fuel to the fire. People began to assume her silence was confirmation. Mendeecees, on the other hand, kept his composure in public appearances, brushing off questions with a nervous laugh. But behind closed doors, things were far from calm. In one tense moment caught by cameras during a private event, Mendeecees was seen pulling Yandy aside. The microphones couldn't catch everything, but fans read his lips as he said something that looked like, "You know it's not true." Yandy's expression said otherwise. Her eyes filled with doubt and hurt. That clip went viral, sparking endless debates. Tasha, sensing the chaos she had unleashed, decided to double down. During an interview with a popular podcast, she claimed she had proof of a secret relationship between Erica and Mendeecees. She spoke carefully, dropping hints without revealing too much, saying that what's hidden can't stay hidden when there's a baby involved. Her words were like gasoline on an open flame. The internet exploded. Hashtags started trending. Erica baby bomb, Mendeecees secret, and Act Justice for Yandy. Yandy's friends tried to comfort her, but she could barely focus. Her mind replayed every recent argument she'd had with Mendeecees. The late-night phone calls he brushed off as business, the sudden trips, the changed passwords. Things she had ignored before now felt like evidence. She wanted to believe in him, but the pieces were falling into place in all the wrong ways. One afternoon, she decided she couldn't live in uncertainty anymore. She confronted Mendeecees in their kitchen, her voice shaking as she asked him directly if the rumors were true. Mendeecees looked stunned, maybe even guilty, as he paused before answering. "Yandy, you know me," he said softly. "You know I'd never do something like that." But his eyes darted away, and that tiny movement shattered her remaining trust. The fight that followed was raw and emotional. Yandy accused him of betraying their family, of lying to her face while pretending everything was fine. Mendeecees defended himself, saying Tasha was just stirring trouble to get attention. "She's been messy before," he said, trying to sound convincing. But Yandy wasn't buying it. Her instincts told her something was off. Meanwhile, Erica was seen leaving a private clinic, and paparazzi caught the moment. The pictures quickly made headlines, and fans began to draw their own conclusions. The captions were ruthless. "Erica spotted hiding a baby bump?" "Secret appointment confirms pregnancy?" Even though nothing was confirmed, the narrative was already built. The producers of Love and Hip Hop couldn't have asked for a more explosive storyline. They began preparing for what could be the most watched episode of the season. Camera crews were ready, cast members were whispering behind the scenes, and everyone knew something major was coming. For Yandy, though, this wasn't entertainment. It was her life unraveling in real time. Friends like Carly Red and Spice tried to step in, warning Yandy not to make any rash decisions until she had real proof. But their words barely reached her through the storm of emotion she was drowning in. Every call, every message, every notification felt like a reminder that her marriage was hanging by a thread. Mendeecees, on the other hand, was trying to do damage control. He reached out to Erica, demanding that she make a public statement denying everything. But Erica refused. "Why should I say anything?" she reportedly told him. "They're already talking. Nothing I say will stop them." Her calm response only made things worse. Her calm response only made things worse. As tension built, fans began choosing sides. Some claimed Yandy was overreacting and should trust her husband. Others argued she deserved the truth, no matter how painful. The divide wasn't just online. It was within their own circle of friends. The situation took another shocking turn when a supposed insider released a voice note. The muffled audio featured a woman who sounded like Erica saying, "He promised me he'd tell her before it got out." Though unverified, the clip went viral instantly. People slowed it down, analyzed it, and compared it to Erica's previous interviews. The resemblance was undeniable. Yandy's world came crashing down. She sat alone, listening to the clip over and over, her heart breaking a little more each time. The reality she feared was becoming impossible to deny. And just when she thought things couldn't get worse, Tasha posted again, this time with a cryptic message. The truth has only just begun to unfold. The city buzzed with speculation, and even other cast members began to distance themselves from the drama publicly. Though behind closed doors, they couldn't stop talking about it. The scandal had taken on a life of its own, spreading beyond the show and into every gossip outlet imaginable. And while the world debated, one thing was certain: nothing would ever be the same for Yandy, Mendeecees, or Erica again. As the days went by, the silence between Yandy and Mendeecees grew heavier. Their once warm home felt colder, filled with unspoken questions and suspicious glances. Yandy's trust, already cracked, was beginning to break completely. Every little thing, his late returns, his vague explanations, his distracted tone, made her stomach twist. The more she tried to hold things together, the more everything seemed to fall apart. Outside, the world wasn't giving them a break either. Tasha's leak had turned into a full-blown media storm. Every major gossip blog and entertainment page had one thing in common: Yandy, Mendeecees, and Erica's faces plastered across their headlines. Memes were spreading like wildfire. Fans dissected every past interaction between Erica and Mendeecees from old Love and Hip Hop episodes, analyzing body language, smiles, and even the way they hugged. Some fans claimed they had always seen the chemistry, while others defended Yandy fiercely, calling her the real queen who doesn't deserve this humiliation. Even celebrities from outside the franchise began dropping cryptic comments, fueling the flames. The situation had gone way beyond control. Mendeecees tried to act like everything was fine. He went out of his way to post old photos of his family on social media, with captions about love and loyalty. But the timing only made people more suspicious. Fans began asking why he was suddenly being so sentimental, accusing him of trying to cover up the truth. Under every post, the comments were brutal. "We know what you did. Erica's baby says otherwise. Yandy deserves better." Yandy couldn't escape it. Even when she went out in public, she could feel the eyes on her, the whispers following her wherever she went. Her friends tried to distract her, inviting her out for lunch or drinks, but every time she sat down, someone would bring up the scandal. She felt trapped in her own life, as if she had become a character in a story she didn't write. Behind the scenes, producers were pressing for clarity. They wanted Mendeecees and Yandy to film a segment addressing the rumors. It was supposed to bring closure, but for Yandy, it felt like a trap. She didn't want her pain to become another ratings boost. Still, she agreed, hoping to at least control her own narrative. The day of filming arrived. The set was quiet, the air thick with tension. Yandy sat across from Mendeecees, her hands clasped tightly in her lap. The cameras rolled, and the producer's voice came from behind the lens, asking, "Yandy, can you tell us how you're feeling with everything that's been going on?" Her eyes met Mendeecees, and for a moment, she hesitated. But then the words spilled out. She talked about the betrayal, the confusion, and the pain of seeing her name dragged through the mud. Her voice wavered, but she didn't hold back. "I just want the truth," she said quietly, her eyes glassy. "If something happened, I deserve to know. I built this family from love, not lies. Mendeecees took a deep breath. His tone was calm, but his eyes darted nervously. "Nothing happened," he said. "People love to twist things. Erica and I were cool back in the day, but that's all. I don't know why Tasha's doing this, but it's not true." The room went silent for a moment. Even the crew seemed unsure whether to believe him. Yandy's expression softened for a second, but before she could respond, the producer asked, "And what about the pregnancy rumors?" That question changed everything. Mendeecees froze. His eyes flickered for a brief second, just enough for everyone to notice. Yandy's heart sank. She leaned forward slightly and whispered, "So it's true." The camera captured everything. The trembling in her voice, the silence in the room, the way Mendeecees avoided her gaze. It was the kind of raw emotion reality TV lives for. And as soon as the scene wrapped, everyone knew it would go viral the moment it aired. Later that night, a new twist hit the internet. A fan page posted what looked like a medical record with Erica's name blurred out but a familiar last name visible, Harris. Fans immediately connected the dots. Is Mendeecees the father? Became the biggest question online. Some said it was fake, others swore it was real. But in the world of social media, perception is everything, and the damage was already done. Tasha, watching the chaos unfold, didn't stop there. She posted another story with a caption that sent chills through everyone involved. "If they don't tell the truth, I will." That post alone gathered hundreds of thousands of views in hours. People begged her to drop the proof, and she teased that she might. Soon, Erica, on the other hand, finally broke her silence with a single video on her story. Sitting in her car, she said, "People love drama. I'm tired of being everyone's storyline. Believe what you want." She didn't confirm or deny anything. Her tone was calm but defiant, leaving more questions than answers. Yandy watched that clip on repeat, analyzing every expression, every word. Was it guilt? Was it deflection? She couldn't tell anymore. The pain was turning into exhaustion. She wanted to walk away from it all, but her heart refused to let go just yet. In a private moment, she confided in Spice, one of the few people she still trusted. "If it's true, I don't know if I can forgive him," she whispered. Spice, always blunt, replied, "Girl, sometimes love ain't enough. If he broke your trust, you gotta protect your peace." Meanwhile, Mendeecees was growing frustrated. He felt trapped between two women, one he loved and one he couldn't control. He blamed Tasha for everything, convinced she was using the situation to gain fame. But deep down, he knew that even if Tasha had exaggerated, something about his past with Erica wasn't entirely innocent. The tension reached a breaking point when an insider from the show claimed there was a private meeting between Mendeecees and Erica after filming one night. Allegedly, they met to clear the air, but the timing was suspicious. The news spread instantly, and fans accused him of sneaking around again. When Yandy found out, she didn't say a word. She packed a small bag and left the house without telling anyone. Her silence spoke volumes. Mendeecees called her repeatedly, but she didn't answer. For the first time, he realized how badly things had spiraled out of his control. The next morning, paparazzi caught Yandy arriving at a hotel, looking tired and emotional. The headlines were merciless. Yandy walks out, the end of love and loyalty. The world was watching every move they made, and the truth, whatever it was still hidden somewhere between rumor and reality. As the night fell again, Atlanta buzzed with speculation. Everyone wanted to know, was Erica really pregnant with Mendeecees' child, or was it all just another explosive rumor designed to destroy a marriage? Whatever the answer, one thing was certain. This was no longer just gossip. It was a scandal that could change everything. And that's where things stand right now. The rumors, the emotions, the silence, it's all building up to something that no one saw coming. Fans are still divided, some defending Yandy's heartbreak, while others are convinced that there's more to Erica's story than anyone's admitting. The pregnancy talk hasn't been confirmed, but the way everyone's reacting makes it clear. Something big is happening behind the scenes. The Love and Hip Hop family has seen drama before, but nothing quite like this. If Erica really is pregnant, what does that mean for Yandy and Mendeecees' marriage? Can their love survive another scandal, or has the damage already been done? And where does Tasha fit into all this now? Was she exposing the truth or just stirring the fire for attention? These are the questions fans can't stop asking. Social media is flooded with theories, screenshots, and emotional posts. One thing's for sure, everyone wants answers. And you, watching this right now,